Okay. Okay, so I just gotta take these breaths. It's all gonna be edited anyhow. Hi, Dylan. Hi, Emily.
Peace, people.
Okay, so this is how it is. My name is Linda Christenson, and I'm launching a website, LindaChristenson.com, and too many ands, huh, Ruby? Okay, here we go again. My name is Linda Christenson. I'm launching a website, LindaChristenson.com. I wrote a book in 1998. It's called Truth Seekers. My name is Linda Christenson. I'm launching a website called LindaChristenson.com. I wrote a book in 1998 called The Truth Seekers, Yet Another Plea to Humanity. And in that book, I talk about how we can think positive. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I walked into a Circle K, and I saw this man, and his energy was so amazing. I went home and I thought, I'm going to go back and I'm going to ask that guy if I can talk to him about why he's so positive. Because when I walked in the door, I could just feel everything was just beautiful. And you can see his hand back there. And this is my friend SMITTY.
Hey people, how you doing? Very nice to meet you.
So anyhow, I'm going to ask SMITTY some questions, because from 1998 until now, I honestly can say that I have never walked into the energetic field of a human being that felt immediately positive and uplifting. So I asked some of his friends that were nearby the next day when I came, and he wasn't there. I said, is he for real? And they're like, yeah, he's for real. So I trust, and I'm going to ask SMITTY a few questions. So, hi SMITTY.
How you doing?
Okay, the first question that I'm going to ask SMITTY is, what is your philosophy about life? And take your time, you don't have to rush through this or anything, but just we're gonna take our time and talk about this so that you have plenty of time, Emily, to edit. So, you know, we're gonna talk right now about SMITTY's philosophy.
Yeah, my philosophy in life is, you know, you don't need a lot of money, a lot of coins to be happy with. All you need is your surroundings that you can see with your eyes, sense with your mind, and take in the beauty that surrounds us all. You know, look at the flowers down by your feet, smell the flowers once in a while. You can sense everything that's out there. People around you, you can sense the very good people, and people like this young lady said when she came to the store. She said that I had the most, you know, outgoing personality there was. Good karma about me and stuff like that, which a lot of people told me about, you know. And I know it too, because I love people, and, you know, I love to make people smile and be happy. And more philosophy of life, always kind of make someone feel good about themselves, no matter how down and out they seem to be and stuff like that. Always try to go towards that person, make them feel good about themselves. And you change that person to a better atmosphere of life where he feels good about himself, then you accomplish something right there, and you feel good about yourself about that. You know, people say, you know, don't go towards negativity. Myself, I love negativity because I like to change that. You know, if I can change that little dot in the world of that negativity, that's more happiness there is in the world. And I just love to be happy, and I love to make people happy and smile. Look at the way I dress. You know, I try to get people to either smile and say, "Oh, that's pretty cool," or point and laugh at me. Either way, they'll feel good for a couple seconds.
So, Smitty, how do you, what do you, let me think what I'm saying. How do you manage to, first of all, I'm going to ask Smitty, how do you manage to stay positive all the time? Or do you stay positive all the time? And let me add one more question to it. Is it just a decision that you make?
When I started being positive all the time, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I was in the hospital room, about ready to have my leg taken off, stuff like that, and for some reason, I was like an hour away from having my leg amputated. This one right here, because I got bad circulation. I kept on moving my feet around to get the circulation, get the blockage done up, and ever since that happened there, I started saying, well, I got to change my habits. I quit smoking. I just started exercising, eating right, and let my hair grow. You know, I just started, changing from there to a good attitude. I've been that way for at least 5, 6 years, and I never ever get down. Life's too short to be down. I'd rather take life head on and enjoy it. Because once your eyes get X'd out, the game's over. You might as well enjoy life.
Yeah, I agree. What do you do when you come up against a negative person?
Oh, negative person, you come across it every day.
Okay.
You try to make them smile.
Yeah.
You try to maybe hopefully change that. You try to get them to smile.
Yeah.
I have one customer that comes to my store for the past, I think I've been there 4 or 5 months now, and he's like a biker dude, and he rarely smiles. He's only said thank you to me twice so far. Well, that's a start.
That's a start.
Yeah, that's a start.
So, the thing about negative versus positive is that, and I'm not perfect at it by any means. I think you got it licked way better than me, and I'm the one that wrote the book. But I think every single human being on the earth can write a book, or be positive, or do healing, or do all that stuff. It's just a matter of choice. So when you find a person like Smitty, you stand out, because most people, in my opinion, it's easier for them to be more negative.
Yeah.
So what do you do to stay positive all the time?
Smile.
How do you do it?
It's been in my nature for many years. There's no.
Were you always like this?
I've been this way for a long,
Were you born this
time.
way?
When I joined how I got my name Smitty back in 1980. The reason I got my name Smitty is I joined the service, and when I joined the service, everybody called me Happy Smitty. So it's been going on for many, many years. Yeah. Yep. I've always been a happy, positive person.
So you just walk around spreading positivity is what I was trying to get across. If everybody, whether they're rich or whether they're poor, or whether they're large or whether they're small, or whether, different colors, different sexes, if everybody was like Smitty, we could absolutely change the world.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's big now. If you look at the stuff about bullying, I saw the other night on the TV that the man that lost his son to some kids that were bullying him at school, he decided that he would spread the news and start this organization to make more aware, and he said it was like the domino effect. He said one person at a time, that you could just spread it. And it seems to me like there's a lot of negativity in the world.
Oh yeah. Well, it kind of starts with the parents. And the parents has got to kind of, say, that's not meant to be anymore.
Yeah.
That's not the world of used to be. It's a new world of today. Today's a world where people should be getting along now. This ain't the 1950s, ain't the 1960s race riots. This is a whole new world. This world has become one, old hands as one people,
So we're a
There's
little
no
bit
color.
more advanced than, say, the 70s,
Yeah.
60s.
Oh, a lot more.
Yeah, we've got enlightenment added on to the lucky.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of changes. The world needs to be just one people now.
And it really doesn't matter what religion you are. It's all about acceptance of the other human being. A lot of it, I think, is living in the now.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't live in the past. You gotta live now and bring it forward.
Right, because
continue it better.
Who would have thought that I'd make a friend in the middle of the desert, at a Circle K.
Yeah.
So SMITTY probably will end up being a big part of, whatever we do. This is the beginning of something that my son, in all his wisdom, thinks that I may be able to do good. And when I asked you just a minute ago, I think you've always been this way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was a little girl, I could see there was something wrong with the world. And I think I was about, I was about 3 or 4 years old, and I was convinced that the world needed to be changed. So that's kind of weird to be that aware when you're that little. But I had an imaginary friend. Did you have imaginary friends?
Not really.
Okay, that's cool.
No.
I had an imaginary friend, and he was an angel. Even if you don't believe in metaphysics or angels, or if you're real religious, you can still be positive. Positive isn't about anything else except being positive. And my book really isn't about positive thinking. It's actually deeper than positive thinking. It's about changing the whole world. And I'm talking about no more money, no more jobs. I'm talking about real peace and love.
Yeah,
that means we all get along and we all share, and we take care of each other, and when we see a brother or a sister or another human being, care. And I really want to do that, but I very ever seldom get a chance to practice that.
Time to start.
Time
to get people together.
It is.
John Lennon had a dream, Imagine, the song Imagine.
Exactly.
He had his dream, and it needs to live on.
Yeah.
We got to continue it. That guy was a genius. He had a great mind to give, but unfortunately, it was taken from us.
Yeah. One thing that I want to ask you, and I kind of do, is that on a deep level, I kind of always think positive. And so when I meet someone like SMITTY, it comes right up to the surface, and I'm really happy, and I smile, and I feel really good, and that's the way I really am.
Yeah.
And so what I do when I'm around the rest of most of the world, I know that's a really tough thing to say, most of the world, of my world, let's say most of my world that I see out there is negative. I see it in my family, I see it in my close friends, I see drama, which I'm always seeming to see negative. So what I want to ask you, and I think it's maybe something that I need to still learn, how do I not see the negative?
How do you not see the negative?
Is it possible? I mean,
you're always going to see negative, no matter what you kind of look at. It's always going to be out there.
Okay.
You just got to kind of make it better sometimes.
Okay.
Move a little bit past it, change it.
Okay.
And if you have to, avoid it. But like I said, I hate avoiding it. I like to change that little speck on the world. Make it happy once again.
Okay. I like that. I think you'll have to help me or explain that a little bit further, maybe on down the line. Maybe we can have some kind of a retreat where we bring everybody in and make them smile all the time.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, yeah. I got a lot of
I
smiles.
have a good friend that's a Buddhist, and her husband, and they go to Buddhist retreats.
Buddha right there.
Yeah, and they spend a lot of time in silent meditation. So it would be fun to have a smiling meditation kind of a retreat. And there's also a book out right now, another friend of mine told me about, that Heaven on Earth is coming. That's in my book a little bit too. And we are going to create it here. And it's like falling in love all the time. I remember what it was like.
Yeah, me too. It's been
probably the best
years.
feeling in the whole world.
Yeah, good. That's when I'm on the board again. One day my head is under. You got one head to do.
Hey guys, right girl out there for Smitty.
It's been a while. It's just hard to keep looking.
It is. Yeah, there's a lot of pain, suffering out there, and I don't think people have enough time to go out and bump into each other.
Yep, that's true there.
Yeah. So, anyhow, let's see.
Another thing too is always be yourself. Don't ever put up fronts, stuff like that. Be the person that you are inside. Because that's the only person you're gonna be.
Yeah.
And that's really what's gonna make you happy. If you're happy yourself, you're definitely gonna be happy and show other people you're happy. You're gonna have that smile all the time.
Right. Love yourself kind of stuff.
Yeah, you got to. You gotta know who you are.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Judgments and opinions and criticisms and anger and things like that projected at you, you can learn to diffuse them, and you can learn to it's about them. And so I think by being positive towards those people, they set them off track a little bit, or they will go to themselves,
I always say, well, why did you make that remark? What do you mean by that remark? And then they'll have to kind of go back and think exactly what they said, and I don't think they really know. I think there's just some unhappy people, negative people. So.
Yeah. Maybe it's as simple as that. I've always wanted to be a fixer, but maybe the better way to do is just be happy myself, and then that will, when one person is happy, it affects the whole world. And for instance, if this video is appreciated and liked, that is proof what I just said. By me meeting Smitty, bringing him here to this park, this groovy band in the background, and then all you people, see this, and how many likes did I have?
Oh, it affects a lot. I get a lot of people take pictures of all kinds of events. I started doing my band when the economy tanked. Everybody was so bummed out. That's when I started doing that. 3 years to go back up to Michigan. That's when I started working on it, because that made people look at it and smile again,
Yeah. I know when I walked in Circle K that day, I smiled. And the girl in front of me smiled. And the man behind me smiled.
I always get a lot of happy people. I always try to make them feel good,
Well,
I want people to feel love, They got to feel love when they come in.
And there's no reason why, I'm going to say a couple of really strange things here. But I believe that we are all one. And to take that a little further, I think we're all very holy beings and masters. And I also believe that at some point in the age of Aquarius, that we will actually have some type of heaven on earth, and all of us walking around as everyday walking masters. I mean, that sounds impossible, right now? But I think it's possible, don't you?
Possibly enough people out there, people that want to change.
To the 100 monkey thing and all that. So
There's always hope in the world, you never give up hope. You do what you can for it, never give up, never ever give up.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, big movement now. And I think it's time for another movement. What is it called?
A change.
A change. A change. A complete reversal of thinking on the planet. Mother Earth is just waiting for us all to do that.
Yeah, it's getting mad too, right?
So, what do you do when, all this may not be that.
Yeah.
But what do you do when you take, like, the plastic? You feel bad like I do?
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer and stuff like that, because you see, like, I don't know, like you see sometimes with pictures in the ocean of garbage just floating off and stuff like that. It's something that should be getting rid of,
And you know what I think? I think that, all of us could, like, our decision is not corporate.
Yeah.
We could have solved that problem. I don't think it's the mass of humanity that causes the problems. I think it's a very small percentage of greed. And I'm not a conspiracy person at all, but I do believe that there's the large mass of humanity is good and kind and ready to trust and love and care about the planet and each other.
Oh yeah, the planet and each other, and I don't know, government. I don't know. Government's kind of wild. It's kind of a trip. Like everybody donates billions of dollars. I say donate $1. That's all you're allowed to do. Government won't be corrupt no more. Hopefully. That's got to change too.
Yeah.
Right now they're just feeding the pockets, and we're just sitting out here doing.
Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, that's got to change.
The young people are talking about it. I just got back from Australia, and they're very kind of, I love you, Australia. This is not a criticism. You are very innocent.
Yeah.
And they talk the same way about their government, and their government is just kind of beginning to what I call become corrupt a bit. I mean, we need to maybe not get completely rid of government, but in my book it talks a little bit about corporations that are going to survive are the ones that are going to help the world and be organic and clean. The governments maybe that are going to survive are going to be the ones that really care and do the right thing. I mean, God, what's so hard about doing the right thing?
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer.
You could run for,
I could run the world.
Hey, as long as you got common sense, and as long as you can talk to people, listen to people, and common sense, you can run office.
I know
you don't need money.
My husband says that the world should be run by a group of elderly ladies. Granny's board.
There you go.
They probably do a good job. I know.
That'd be weird stuff.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
There's just a lot
they are a little cranky sometimes. I'm a caregiver, so I know, but they've got a lot of wisdom, and elderly men have a lot of wisdom. There's so much for us to talk about. Let me check the tape and
Sure, go ahead.
Make sure it doesn't run out.
All right, let's stretch my legs for a second.
Okay. See. It's still going. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I know. Do a little jig, right?
Yeah, do a little jig.
That's great. Well, I guess we'll just, let me see, the battery looks,
I hope I'm not doing too bad.
You're doing great. I think we're,
I've never done anything.
I think we're doing great.
Cool, thank you. Like I said, I've never ever done anything like this. I've always talked to people, I never...
Yeah, I know.
Like that.
I haven't either. Actually, that's not true. I'm a high fashion model from the 80s and 90s. I've done a lot of it. But I've never spoke on video.
Mhm.
I wanted to be an actress at one time.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'd always be fun and stuff like that.
You know.
Because that brings laughter to people too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told that my strength was in comedy.
Oh really? Well, cool.
I don't know what that is.
I used to go do karaoke and just kind of ad-lib songs, stuff like that, to make people laugh, you know, like Signs, you know, always sing that song, a bunch of other different songs. Sonny's Chair, what's that, I Got You, Babe? I always find like the tallest lady so I can sing that song with, and I'll get down on my hand, you know, on my knees and stuff, and be looking at her, be like little Sonny and stuff like that against the chair. Just fun, you know, just enjoying, trying to get the people out there to laugh. But that's what life's about, enjoying and laughing.
Well, you know, we covered almost everything.
Oh, did it?
But I want to keep going if you want to. So we can, one of the, maybe we can, well, no, I don't want to move it.
Oh, yeah, then
then
let's leave it.
I'll have to
I'm fine.
refresh it.
Would you like to sit for a while? Okay.
She looks cool, really cool to me. Oh, I know. One of the questions on tape is, Smitty, I was wondering, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes.
Would you be willing to be a teacher?
Oh, yeah, of course. As long as I can talk to people, yeah. I love talking to people. I'm a people's person.
Well, that's good to know. So if you would like to have a private session with Smitty or just talk about putting together a retreat for happy people or happy, what would you,
The dream.
The dream.
Yeah,
The dream. So let me start over again. Smitty, would you be willing to teach others?
Of course I would, yeah. I'd love to meet people and talk.
Okay.
I'd always enjoy that.
Alright. So if we have a retreat, we will call it the
dream.
The dream.
You gotta have a dream.
So if you're interested at all in getting together, we'll have a retreat or on a personal one-to-one teaching with Smitty. You can get a hold of Smitty through my website, LindaChristenson.com. And lots of exciting new things are coming our way, and my book will be available, and there may be a second book, and then maybe a book or something, webcast, questions and answers, things like that. So I just met Smitty a couple of times. I've already,
that's
we're having, we're going, I just think that that's called synchronicity, and that's the way it works. It's called the law of attraction, and good people will come together, and the more good deeds you do, the more good people come your way, right?
Yeah, kidding. Yep, I believe in karma also.
Yeah.
I like my karma.
Yeah. And we're always open to, I'm open to suggestions, I'm open to new teachers. I just believe that it's all going to develop perfectly if that's what's meant to be, all for the highest good of Smitty, myself, you, and all of humanity, and the world, and Mother Earth, and the universe. We seem to be the center of attraction now, according to some of my friends that channel. Everybody's sitting out there watching us change. They really seem to be quite happy about it.
Cool. Get rid of war, man. Get rid of war.
Yeah, get rid of war. That's a big subject. That was another thing that I was going to say, is that there's so much to talk about. We can never talk about it all right now. But we'll do it again, and then
hey, very nice to be able to talk to you people. I hope you folks really enjoyed listening to us. We really hope you have a groovy day.